It's probably a great advantage for Jeff having PJ because PJ was in college and it now had gone to the pro, so it's probably a good transition for him.
Jeff said PJ curses a lot.
No, he talks a lot more. He uses better words, or more colorful words, may be the better way.
Is everyone playing tonight?
Yes.
Doc, it's been a while since you've seen this team. How different is it from that December 25th game?
Well, we're different, you know, and they are too, obviously. You know, I'm sure their confidence is much higher. You know, when we played them on Christmas Day, they were going through a lot of stuff. So they handed it to us pretty well earlier in the year. So, you know, I think both teams are different.
Doc, we think about Reggie Evans playing late. Reggie Evans.
He's been great. You know, I always like guys like that because they you know, a lot of guys would like them off the floor. You know, they can't score, they don't shoot, yet they score. And you don't know how. A guy's shooting whatever from the free throw line and he still scores. But he rebounds, and the way he had 9 offensive rebounds last night. And he does it with his effort, but he really does it with his brain. I just think great rebounders, for the most part, are pretty smart basketball players. They have high basketball IQ, and that makes them a hell of a player.
Do you see similarities between him and another guy you coached, Ben Wallace?
Yeah, Ben was more athletic. But, yeah, after that, very close. Even Robin, who I played with, you know, I think they all have that characteristic. They have great instincts, you know. They know where the ball's going. They all have the ability to get there in different ways. You know, playing with Dennis, he was a genius. You know, 'cause he didn't even have the body. Reggie and Ben have the body. Dennis was never a big, strong guy. He just was always in the right spot. So, but all three of them, you know, they break before the ball is on the glass. It's like they know where it's going, and it's an art.
You'll have Brendan Bass, mid-range game, probably bring him out from the rim, Reggie, because obviously under the rim, it's offensive rebound. You can't do that as well.
Yeah, well, that'll be on defense, though, so, you know, it'll be different. But, yeah, we like bringing Reggie out to the three-point line if we can, but I don't think he's going to go out there.
Did you guys try to bring Evans in here at any point in free agency?
Yeah, we did. I don't know if it was this year or last year, but we talked to him, and I want to say he narrowed it down to us, you know, but we lost.
This lineup with Paul and Jeff, Brandon, Kevin, I mean, you've only had like 27, 30 minutes with it all year long. Yeah. Are you sort of as anxious to see it as everybody else?
Yeah, I kind of know what we're going to, I think I know what we're going to see. And, you know, I like the ability to have that lineup and other lineups instead of just having the, you know, the quote-unquote small lineup with Jeff at the 4. We want to have, you know, 3 lineups. Jeff at the 2, Jeff at the 3, Jeff at the 4. Or if you want to call Paul the 2, I don't care who you call the 2. I just think it gives us more versatility and it allows us. So this lineup is good. It's not that important as that it gives us a 3rd lineup because there's one lineup we can't go to, and that's the very big lineup. You know, like a 2 7-footers. We're not going to be able to do that. So we need to have as much versatility, in my opinion, going into the playoffs as possible to play, you know, multiple styles.
Is Jeff really the key guy in this whole equation?
Yeah, he's important. You know, well, he's important because I think at 4 with him and Paul at the 3, and then having a, you know, Jed at the 2 and somebody at 1 with Kevin makes us really good and hard to guard. You know, having him at the 2, 3, and then Brandon and Kevin, gives us a matchup. I don't know if it makes us hard to guard yet, but it definitely gives us a matchup with one of those 2. Unless you're playing a big team, then it takes away that. But yeah, so Jeff would be the key in that.
Doc, you're a big football fan, obviously. In football, they try to hold things back, you know, from the preseason going into the regular season. In your case, the last 5 games, you hold anything back not to put it on film for the playoffs, or is it too late for that?
Yeah, and I think our league is so over-scouted that everybody knows everything anyway. Obviously, everyone has that 2 sets they'll run in the playoffs that they won't show, but that's not holding back. That's just not giving out, you know. But, you know, this is a strange year for us. We're still trying to get our, just work on things, you know, and so we'll probably show more, you know, because of that.
Is there any lingering concern of Terrence Williams' finger, or is he pretty much good to go as far as? Yeah,
the first time I've heard about it in 3 or 4 days, so I'm going to say no issue. I don't know how bad it's hurt. I've not asked.
With that Joseph earlier in the year, what do you see out of him during his time with the Celtics?
Well, I think he has ability. I think his will be between the ears. I really do. I think he has NBA ability. You know, and I just think he's going to have to get to a point where he can do it every night and have the toughness and the focus to do it every night. You know, you've watched him in Syracuse. You felt the same way. Like, why isn't he doing this every night? And so that's a mental thing, and he'll either get there or not. I hope he does.
Doc, with Green in the lineup, do you have to balance playing everybody to give them more work together with sitting guys like KG or Paul like towards the end of the season?
No, I'm not worried about the sitting of Paul. I'll do that because I think they need to sit, and that because of that. So yeah, but you know, listen, there's a competition like we've talked about, and the guards are all competing, you know, and for the other minutes, and you know, and so are the bigs. But you know, it's good. It's a healthy one.
What are you seeing from Darren Williams' game now compared to last time you guys played him?
Well, I hope he plays like he played last time because that was terrific for us. But he was injured too. You know, I just think he's healthy and confident right now, and he's probably playing as well as he's played all year. The whole team, they're just playing great right now.